Okay, between DMs, comments, emails, I've gotten so many different questions about UGC, so I've been saving them in my notes for you. And I also posted on my Instagram story to ask me some questions, so I'm gonna answer those ones too. I picked out a total of 10 questions, and then I got asked a question this morning, so it might be 11, because I think the 11th question is kind of important. But I picked out 10 definite for you guys, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first one was, how do you film and edit your videos? I just use my iPhone for all my UGC work. That's really what they want. They want it to look authentic and natural. This is a 14 Pro Max. I think we're at like the 15 now though. As long as you have like a recent phone with a good camera, like obviously the videos need to be good quality. All you need is your phone. You don't need to spend money on a new camera or get like a DSLR or anything like that. You can just use your phone and make money with that. It needs to look natural and authentic. And to edit my videos, I have CapCut on my phone. I know Splice is also a popular one. I prefer CapCut. I've used Splice before and there's nothing wrong with it. I just started using CapCut and realized I kind of liked it better, so I moved to CapCut. They're both free. You can pay for the pro version, but you do not need to pay for the pro version. You can edit without paying for it. Okay, the next question is how to get more gifted collabs when you're starting out. Okay, well, the first thing I would suggest is having a portfolio made of previous work. Even if you don't have previous work, take items around your house and make videos so you have something to show that you know how to make content. And you take that portfolio and you can pitch yourself to brands. You can pitch through DMs, you can pitch through email, people pitch through Twitter. I personally don't really do DMs or Twitter. I always try and go to email. I've never sent a DM as an outbound. If I want to get in contact with a brand and it's on Instagram, usually I'll look for the email and see if I can email them and get in contact with them that way, because DMs can get lost. It's just, I don't know. You can do it through DM. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I personally just don't. There's also gifted collab apps out there. I'll see if I could find any and I will put them on the screen if I do. The only gifted thing that I use is Stack Influence, and I still use it right now because I honestly like it. It's all Amazon products, and I also work on Amazon, so I like it works. But the only issue is with Stack Influence is like I have a UGC Instagram, so I don't mind posting those things on it. I would not post those things on my personal Instagram just because I'm not really doing like those videos that like my personal Instagram's my personal Instagram. So I don't mind posting on my UGC Instagram UGC videos or UGC examples, and Stack Influence requires you to post. So if you don't want to be posting anything, then I don't recommend it. But if you made a UGC Instagram and you're just starting out and you need products to kind of get yourself going, I highly recommend it. I'm going to put my link in the description for Stack Influence. Once you sign up for Stack Influence, everyone gets a link, so I'll put mine down there if you want to use it to sign up. Okay, this next question, I actually like this question. How to get comfortable on camera? And you are absolutely going to hate my answer. But the answer is being on camera. And I'm not even saying that like to be a pain in the ass, but really, you have to put yourself in front of the camera to get comfortable in front of it and record. Like, I remember in the beginning feeling awkward and uncomfortable, obviously talking to just a camera. And then the worst part, oh my God, no one talks about, is having to edit your own videos and hearing your voice over and over and over again. No one talks about that. That is like, I remember like cringing, like listening to myself talk on camera because I was just so not used to it. But now I'm like, I don't care. I could listen to myself talk all day. I could sit there and edit my video all day and I really don't care. Like, I can hear myself. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. But I do remember in the beginning, it was very hard for me. It was really hard for me to edit. Like, I couldn't finish editing a video in a day because I'd be like, I can't listen to myself. Like, I'll finish it tomorrow. I can't do it. And just because you're putting yourself in front of a camera and talking and practicing doesn't mean that you need to post it. This video that I'm recording right now is, one second. Okay, so this video right now is number 48 in my hard drive. So I have recorded 48 long form YouTube videos. But if you go on my channel, what do I have, like 20 or 30? Because I was practicing. I was recording and editing and making these things and practicing. No, I didn't upload them. But I do have a vault of almost 50 videos because I needed to like practice and get myself going. That's really what you have to do. That's the only way you're gonna get comfortable doing something, is just like putting yourself in there and doing it. Also, I saw the other day, of course, like I saw this question, how to get comfortable on camera, and then a girl posted a 30-day challenge, how to get comfortable on camera. So if I could find that, I'm gonna put it so you could use it. But yeah, the reality of it is, put yourself in front of a camera, start talking, start editing. You don't have to post it anywhere, but just practice. Okay, question number 4 was what I use for my invoices. If I ever need to send an invoice, I use Stripe. So I just have an account with Stripe, and if it needs to be sent, I use that. It's really easy, highly recommend it. Okay, so next question was, how do you make time for UGC when you're working a full-time job? You really have to have extremely good time management, or you're going to be very tired. And I will not deny that my time management wasn't the best, and I was very tired a lot. So my first tip would be manage your time very well. I would come home and get done whatever I had to get done, and then like the weekends or whatever days I wasn't working, I was like grinding. Once I felt like I started making good money, then I started working part-time, and I worked part-time for a little bit and then was doing UGC, so it was literally like both of them. And then the UGC started going like this a little bit, and I know not everyone has the luxury of being able to do this, but I was able to go to my boss and tell her like, look, like I only really want to work like 2 days a week, like type thing. So I was able to literally be part-time 2 days a week at that job, and the rest of my 5 days was dedicated to UGC. So it took like, I took steps to kind of get there. I see some people online that literally like quit their job and go full force, and kudos to them, because I could not do that. And then it was getting to a point where it was like too much, like even working part-time those 2 days, I felt like I was like missing out on my UGC work. I know it's definitely really hard to find time to like create content and work your full-time job. So really what I would say is just like time management. Just like I literally bought a planner and was like planning out like in blocks, like 2:30 to 4:30 type thing, like making sure that I was getting everything done. Keep yourself very organized. Yeah, organization, get a planner, plan your week out, plan everything out so you don't burn yourself out and your mind is like going crazy. Wait, what do I have to do, this, that, you know. Question number 6, do I have to show my face? Now, so many people answer this question no. I'm gonna say yes and no, and that's because yes, sometimes there are jobs that don't require you to show your face, and you can definitely do UGC work without showing your face. But if you want to make it a full-time job and make good money, I think that it would be a little hard to go through the whole thing and not show your face. But there are definitely things that you can do not showing your face, like voiceovers, script writing, and they do have, sometimes they want videos and they don't want your face in it. So there are jobs out there that you can do that. It's just, when you take away your face and you don't want to show it, it just decreases the amount of work you can get by a lot. So yeah, it's not impossible to do UGC without your face, but you're definitely going to get a lot more work if you do show your face. That's what I think. Okay, so for question number 7, this person, I'm going to change the question a little bit because the person asked me, do I need to have an Instagram account? But I'm going to just broaden that and say, do I need to have a social media account? So yes, UGC is not based on your followers. It's not based on your account, how the engagement, all that stuff that normally for an influencer matters. For UGC, that stuff's not supposed to matter. But having an active social media account is nice, because if a brand or company does ask, like, oh, do you have any socials? It's nice to show them that you are active on social media, because you're in a job with social media. You kind of want to be in the thick of it. So yeah, definitely a benefit if you have one. Like I've said before, I have my personal Instagram and I have my UGC Instagram, and my UGC Instagram is the one that I have on my portfolio that I share. When you go onto my UGC Instagram, I do have in my bio like my personal Instagram but that's just if they want to look at it. Again, UGC is not for my Instagram or my UGC Instagram or personal Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. So the answer to that question, I would say, is like, no, you don't need it, but it looks very good if you're active on social media, so I highly recommend it. And that doesn't mean that this account needs to have like 10K followers or 500K followers or whatever it is. Like, I started making money, and my UGC Instagram, maybe if I was lucky, had 7 followers, and I was already making money. So you don't need to have this account that's like bursting with engagement and millions of followers to succeed with UGC, because that's not even the point. Yeah, that's defeating the point of UGC. I feel like I just answered this question, but how big should my following be when I start? And I feel like I kind of just answered this. Again, your following should not matter. People that are searching out UGC creators aren't going on there to look at your following. They're going on there to look at the quality of your videos, how you talk to the camera, how you create content, and things like that. I've even watched video, like I'm still a beginner with you guys. I still do all my research, and I still watch videos, and I even watched videos on like social media managers sourcing creators and what they look for when they source UGC creators, and every single one of them says, if we go to your account, we're not looking at your following, we're going to your content, and we want to see the quality of your videos, and we want to see how you can perform on camera and talk to a camera, how you can set up and get a good video for us. So yeah, don't worry about your following. That should not be an issue. You're not posting anything on your account. Question number 9 was how to turn gifted collabs into a paid collab. Honestly, I'll type out like a couple sentences that I personally would send to a brand if they offered me a gifted collab. I will send something like this, and sending something like that, telling them like, oh, very nicely, not really doing gifted collabs right now. But there's so many different ways you could be nice about it and say like, look, this is my work, I put a lot of time and energy into this. Like, I don't do this for free. Question number 10, how to start getting paid deals. I have videos about this on my channel already, but I am gonna answer it, and I feel like there could be many different answers for it. But my personal journey and what I personally did was, when I first started out, I signed up right away for UGC apps that pay you for your work, and I put myself on freelance apps. Like, I made my portfolio and everything, had all that done, like the email set up, and then I threw myself on freelance websites like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, things like that, so people could find me and know what I'm doing. So you could put yourself out there like that. So I'm not gonna lie, like right away I was like throwing myself into the tank. And even if I wasn't getting deals from Fiverr or Upwork, right away I started getting paid deals from the UGC apps. So I would say put yourself on all those apps. Literally put yourself out there. That's really what you have to do, to put yourself out there if you want to get these paid deals. Okay, I don't know why that's never happened. Was I recording too long? It said video recording stopped. Okay, I don't know where I was at, but I was basically saying, yeah, I signed up for UGC apps that paid in the beginning. I went on freelance websites, and it snowballed from there. Okay, and question number 11. I know I said 10, but I feel like I have to add this one in because I've gotten asked this a bunch of times, and it's kind of important. How to tell a spam email from a real email. And I feel like that's really important. Okay, so the first thing that I look for when I get sent an email is the email itself. If it looks something crazy, it's a spam. Usually if it's a company, like I've had companies be like, it'll be like Fashion Nova collab, and then it'll be like @gmail.com. Fashion Nova is not emailing you at gmail.com. They have their own domain. They have their own people that email. There's no one from gmail.com emailing you for a Fashion Nova collab. And also sometimes there'll be ones that'll be too good to be true. Maybe like you'll see the email and they'll send you an email, and like maybe you're still unsure, you read through and it'll be like, just sign up and we'll pay you $300, and then for each video we'll give you $800. And it's like, it's just too good to be true. And you, like, some of them you can really tell, and some of them it is hard. If I get an email and it's really hard to tell, like the amount of research I put into looking into who sent me this email and if it's legit or not. Look at the bottom, see if they have a signature where they have links that'll lead you to their, you know, their brand, product, whatever. You really have to look at who's literally sending you the email, because yeah, there is so much spam out there. And of course, if you get an email and you're like you're really unsure, don't give them any of your information and anything like that. Just like, honestly, if I get an email and I'm that unsure about it, truthfully, I don't even answer it. I would rather not get myself into some scary situation just to get a gig or a job or a client or whatever. I had a girl message me the other day and she was like, hey, I was just wondering, like, this person emailed me and they want me to pay for shipping and pay for the product, and they said once it arrives to my house, they'll reimburse me and then they'll pay me for the video. And I said to her, I personally have never done that before. Yeah, so if you don't want to get yourself in like a sticky situation and it sounds like a spam email, then I would not answer it. Okay, and that last question wraps up the Q&A. If you have any other questions, put them down below, DM me, email me, whatever you guys want to do. I love hearing from you guys. I want to freaking squeeze you. But yeah, you're awesome. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any more, let me know. And thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome freaking day.